Welcome to The Explainer. We all think we know the story of the Buddha, but what if that story isn't a biography at all? Our source material for this explainer looks at it through a really radical lens, viewing his life not as a personal journey, but as a meticulously designed program. Okay, so let's just dive right into this. Forget everything you think of as a biography for a second. We're going to explore this fascinating idea that the Buddha's life wasn't just the personal journey of one guy. What if, instead, it was a repeatable, open-source program deliberately designed from start to finish to teach anyone the path to awakening?
To really get our heads around this, we have to kind of reframe the entire story. We're not looking at a life. We're looking at a sequence of system processes, what our source calls an awakening pipeline.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. Every major event in the Buddha's life corresponds to a stage in a software development lifecycle. Entering the womb isn't just a birth, it's system initialization. Enlightenment isn't just a flash of insight, it's system completion. So let's break down what that actually means. So, right from the start, we're moving past the idea of some miraculous birth. In this program view, the Buddha intentionally boots up inside the human operating system, just like you and me. And why? To prove a fundamental point. This path to awakening isn't based on special status or some divine origin. It's designed to be replicable. And what about his years of extreme self-denial? Traditionally, that's seen as this period of intense spiritual struggle, right? Well, in this model, he wasn't just suffering. He was methodically running stress tests on the system. He was gathering data to prove that extreme paths, they're just dead ends. He was basically showing what doesn't work to save all of us the trouble.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. That famous dramatic battle with the demon Mara, according to this, it wasn't an external fight with some cosmic bad guy. It was an internal, system-level debugging process, a total purge of all the cognitive bugs, the emotional glitches, and those deep-seated survival fears that keep the Enlightenment program from running smoothly. And finally, we get to his death, or nirvana. This wasn't some tragic end. It was the program's final and maybe most essential lesson. It was a controlled system exit designed to demonstrate the ultimate principle of impermanence, that all constructed systems, even this perfectly realized one, are temporary.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit and get to the philosophical core of all this. I mean, if his life was really a demonstration, what does that tell us about the nature of time and reality itself?
The source text for this whole interpretation repeatedly uses a specific term, and it translates to demonstration. This suggests the Buddha wasn't just passively living his life. He was an active teacher, consciously demonstrating each step for our benefit. The whole thing was a performance, a lesson plan from start to finish.
And here's where things get really, really mind-bending. The source suggests that from a higher, non-linear perspective, there is no sequence. There's no step 1, then step 2, then step 3. I mean, this is a massive shift in how we think about this. From this nonlinear view, the entire program, from the moment of conception all the way to nirvana, was already complete from the very beginning. It didn't happen step by step. What we see as his 80-year life is just that single complete event slowly unfolding in our linear perception of time. And so, here's the crucial point. This applies to you, too. Your spiritual practice, all that striving, it isn't about building something new or becoming someone else. It's a process of debugging your own system so that the complete, perfect program that's already there can finally reveal itself. You're uncovering, not creating.
So, if awakening is a complete system, what are its features? What does it actually do? Well, believe it or not, the source material gives us the technical specifications.
When that system completion stage is finally reached, it unlocks what are called the 10 powers. And as you can see here, these aren't psychic tricks or magic. They're abilities like having total knowledge of cause and effect and completely understanding the deep structure of reality. It's really about achieving a total cognitive mastery of the universe's operating system. So, to put it in our modern programmatic terms, becoming a Buddha means you've read, understood, and can now navigate the source code of reality itself. You can see the entire operating mechanism from top to bottom. Okay, so what does this incredibly complex model really mean for us, right here, right now? Well, our source distills all of this down into one final, really elegant formula for how to operate in the world. And this is the ultimate formula presented. It all starts with understanding emptiness, this radical idea that nothing has a fixed, solid existence, which means reality is fluid and full of potential. Then, you multiply that by vow power, a deep, unwavering, compassionate intention to help everyone awaken. And all of that gets expressed through demonstrative ability, which is your skillful actions in the world, which become your own unique teaching program.
So, when you look at the Buddha's entire life as this one grand teaching program, what's the core message? Our source says it was all meticulously designed to communicate three fundamental and really empowering truths.
And this just brilliantly sums it all up. First, awakening isn't some one-time historical event. It's a replicable process, an open-source program. Second, reality isn't some unsolvable mystery. Its source code can be understood. And third, and this is the most important one, you already have everything you need. The hardware, the software, it's all pre-installed.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway from this whole reframing. The goal was never to turn you into a carbon copy of the Buddha. The goal of the whole demonstration was to show you how to peel back the layers of your own programming, to finally see the fully awakened, complete and capable nature that has been there, inside you, all along.